If you're looking for the answers, I still don't have them. But what I do have is a particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people who mislead, misinform, or misrepresent the sports card industry. So if you don't do that, I'll let it go. But if you do, I'm going to talk about you. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Sports Card Investigator Show. My name is Andy, and I am your humble and privileged host. And today, we're going to talk about sports cards, particularly basketball cards. Who would have thought? Say it isn't so. Yep, today we're going to talk about Victor Wembanyama, the greatest player never to have played a professional NBA game. How good is this young man going to be? It seems like the question, is his talent going to measure up? Is it even possible? Should the 76ers trade for Wembanyama? Put up Joel Embiid? Would you trade Luka for Wemby? He's the best player since LeBron James. These are not made up headlines. Oh no, my friends, these are real. Google it. It's mind-boggling. From Yahoo Sports, this 19-year-old point forward plays like no one else in the world with his staggering size and frame, along with his 7'9" wingspan, some say as much as 7'10". To see him take players off the dribble and step into three-pointers like Steph Curry, his range defies everything you would expect from a young player of his size. He's most noticeable on the defensive end as a rim protector, and he is effective guarding wings off the pick and roll. I think Rudy Gobert mixed in a little bit with Kevin Durant and sprinkle a little bit of Anthony Davis. That's what Mr. Wembanyama is projected to be. And if you think that comparison is outrageous, then how about a larger Giannis Antetokounmpo without any weaknesses? All right, guys, I usually don't do this. Had to get permission from the management team, but I am going to break a sports card investigator rule. I'm going to tell you guys how you can make money in sports cards in 2023. It is easy, but keep this between us. Okay. Buy a 2022-23 Bowman Chrome University Hobby Box. Rip it, pull a short print base of Wemby, or better yet, pull a redemption auto, put it on eBay, sell that short print for $500 plus, or $2,000 for the auto. And that's probably getting off cheap. Nothing to it. Nothing to it, fellas. And you guys are going to laugh. But here's the thing. I'm going to try to do this in my worst Liam Neeson impression. Some of you guys will do that. You will try. You will buy. You will rip. You will chase. And you will fail. You will fail spectacularly. And yet others of you will go on eBay. Not you, because you guys listen. You know better. But they'll go on eBay. They'll go on eBay. Buy one there, hoping it will go up in price, and it will not. Others of you will get one, rush it off to be graded, hopefully to get that treasured PSA 10 and be first to market. A small amount of you, a tiny amount of you may succeed. Those that do will flex on YouTube and Instagram, but most of you, regrettably, will not succeed in this fool's errand. Oh, there's even a sillier way to attempt to procure such a card. You can enter a case break for Victor Wembanyama. That's right, you can. For Victor Wembanyama. The last one I saw on eBay went for $747, and I have no words to describe the utter stupidity and foolishness of that endeavor. Ty, I think it's time to go into the Wayback Machine on why anyone at this very moment in time is buying LaMelo Ball Hoops rookie cards for now more than $60. And when they first came out, they were over $100, and you'll see that very shortly. I mean, unless you're a relative of LaMelo or you are LaMelo, And I know that sounds a bit tongue-in-cheek, but I'm serious. I can't wrap my head around people going out and buying NBA Hoops LaMelo Ball. And I'm not saying that LaMelo is not going to be great. I have no idea. But everything I'm reading says he's going to be great. And people that I trust in the business thinks he's going to be great. And he's certainly on the trajectory to be great. And I just don't know, even if you have the need to buy him, I just don't understand. And I've been monitoring the LaMelo base Prism price since it hit eBay. And right now he's selling for about $250, $260. That is about 8 times more than Zion's Prism started, but we are in a brave new world. On a side note, Anthony Edwards' base Prism is now about $150. So here's the deal. If you want my thoughts on if you should buy LaMelo or even Anthony Edwards now, hell no. I stand by that video I did on LaMelo Hoops. Just substitute the word Prism for any time you hear the word hoops. All that logic in that video still stands. Who was that guy? He is a smart cookie. What's that old saying? The more things change, the more they stay the same. I did those videos about 2 years ago on LaMelo Ball, and look, I get it. It's a bit different type of a situation. I'm not comparing Wembanyama's talent to LaMelo Ball, but with LaMelo, the hype was certainly there, and it was a crazy time in our hobby. And I just questioned the reasoning why people would run out and buy that card. I know it was the first card available. It was the first one in his pro uniform. But the question remains, why? Why would you do this? And I was questioned by a lot of people in the comments. They crucified me. How dare you talk bad about LaMelo Ball's talent? Never talked about bad about his talent. Just questioned the fiscal responsibility of running out and buying a card. When LaMelo's Hoops card first came out, that card was selling for an unbelievable $167. It was crazy. That was for a paper Hoops card. That card is now selling for 99 cents. Guys rushed out to get his PSA Hoops card graded, and a few people got his PSA 10. Got a PSA 10. They threw it on eBay and they made some money. They took advantage of the uneducated, and it's true. First one sold for about $2,000. Now, that card is about $17.50, and it was a gamble even then. They didn't have these grading prices. I think it was like $350 for the cheapest grade. Paid $167. You're into it for $500. That's quite the gamble, but people did it. But Andy, that's a paper card. What about Prism? That's a better comparison. Well, it isn't. It isn't. But that first Prism card sold raw for LaMelo for $360. That's insane. Now, $5. His PSA 10, $1,500. Now, it's like a broken record, $53. So back to Wembanyama. I say all that to say this. Proceed with extreme caution. We haven't seen something like this for a while. I know it's fear of missing out and everything else, but when it comes to Wemby cards, again, slow down. There's going to be plenty of future opportunities, and now may not be the best time. Like I said, there's only one way for those prices to go from here, and that is down. But Andy, Wembanyama may sign an exclusive with Fanatics, and that's the only place you can get his autos. Fair enough. But he'll have plenty of non-auto desirable cards in the future. And he'll have many more auto cards, if that's the case, by Topps and Fanatics in the future. And I certainly would not buy a 2022-23 Bowman Chrome University hobby box with the sole intent of ripping and hitting a Wemby card. The odds, my friends, are not with you. You will lose and you will get hurt. And please don't be swayed by the YouTube videos that are going to be out. I hit a Wemby card. You probably, most likely, will not. And I will watch the comments. It always happens. And it'll say, Andy, you don't know what you're talking about. I bought a box. I hit one. Always happens. That's awesome. Congratulations. Tell your mom. Get a cookie. It doesn't matter because that's a dumb play. Now, with that said, there's always an if or but. If you got extra money to play with, an extra whatever it is, you didn't bought one for $160, cool. Without the exception of hitting a Wembanyama, that's fine. I grabbed one for me and Ty to break, but I have no expectation it will yield a Victor Wembanyama card. But why not, right? It was fun. The price isn't bad. Like I said, it's for fun. Maybe we'll open it online, or maybe we'll open it live to show how stupid the purchase was, because I am here for your entertainment and hopefully a little bit of education. And again, you didn't have to break the bank to buy one. It was $159. I know that's a lot of money, and I get it. But if you can afford it, oh well. And on eBay now, they're $190. And again, I bought mine direct. But if you bought these boxes, or you bought multiple boxes, these are not long-term holds. You better get rid of them as quick as you can. And please don't rip them all. I don't care. It's free will. You can do whatever you want. But when other cards of Wembanyama come out, those will drop in value. They will drop quick, and they will drop off a cliff. But again, as I always say, free will. So I figured I'd hop on. It hasn't been a while since we talked about cards, and it's also been a while since we've had a circumstance like this. So I wanted to hop on and just give you guys my take on it. Am I wrong? Don't be silly. I'm never wrong. Kidding, guys. I'm kidding. That's the sarcastic sports card investigator. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like what you see. If you like, speaking of which, if you like what you see, hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you don't like what you see, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Is anyone else experiencing these wildfires? They are playing havoc with my voice. I have not ever seen anything like this on the East Coast. It is kind of crazy. But with that said, as always, guys, thanks for watching. And until next time, take care.